2026 NFL draft. The Detroit Lions are coming up on the clock, right? We've already seen a bevy of picks that I completely disagree with, but let me just say it puts us in a good position to get the players we want. We're going to bring in Hermdo. We're going to be here mostly this whole weekend kind of talking about what we like about these picks, what we hate about these picks. I already know whoever the Lions pick, not everyone's going to be happy. So that's going to make some good conversation. So like and subscribe. Stay tuned. I'm Mark. We're tuned in. It's the 2026 NFL draft. This is exciting. All right. As we sit here and wait for Uncle Hermdo to hop on, we can recoup some of these or review some of these picks out now. But I want to take a moment and I want everybody to think about where you're at right now. Where's your mock draft? How far off have we gone, right? Mendoza, Bailey, Kansas City trade kind of threw me off a little bit. Cleveland is currently on the clock. The pick is in. What will Cleveland do? Will Cleveland draft a wide receiver? How bad will they screw this up? And I'm already sick of the Mendoza pre-filmed advertisements. But yeah, so this is an exciting time right now. And also, too, what network are you watching this on? Or are you just watching it here live with me right now? So, yeah, like and subscribe because you know what? I'll tell you what, once we get to 500 people, we will be auctioning off some merchandise, starting with a hoodie and 2 tickets to spend one evening with Hermdo at an Applebee's of your choice. I'm just kidding. It's an Olive Garden, and he gets to pick. Let's see if he's ready to do this or what. Okay, so the Browns take Spencer Fano, right? This is the tackle that everybody had the Lions picking. I truly did not think he'd be there. So this does not surprise me one bit. In a non-Browns way, they actually traded back for this pick out of their original slot to Kansas City, who took a corner out of LSU. To me, I kind of already figured Spencer Fano would be off the board. He seemed to be somebody that was coveted in the top 10. Speaking of top 10, we have the Giants picking right now. And I can't believe how fast this draft is going. So let me know what your thoughts are. This is these picks are flying in. I know it just got changed to 8 minutes, but this is nuts. These they're just coming in left and right. And how bad do we feel for Jeremiah Love going to Arizona? Poor kid. He's going to request a trade in about 2 years. But Carnell Tate to the Titans. Not too exciting to me, to be quite honest with you. But we can talk about that when Hermdo gets here because how bad or how much do we benefit from all these awful moves that these terrible franchises are picking, right? So Giants picks in number 10. This is their second pick already in the draft. They will be taking let's see if Goodell can spit it out of his mouth. Oh, Francis Mayagu. Okay, so another tackle. So we're going to see a run quickly here on tackles with the Giants picking the mauler out of Miami. Another tackle that I truly didn't think would find its way to the Lions. Now, the interesting pick right here we have is Miami. And you saw some mock drafts of Miami taking Caden Proctor. So the pick is on the clock right now. No surprise, Caden Proctor was like mocked to us in like 95% of the drafts. But this is somebody, if you see a run on tackles right now, do you see the Lions trade up to grab the tackle of their dreams? Or do you feel like if these next few teams take tackle after tackle, this could change the whole draft strategy and we're getting defensive end? My personal opinion, I think that's where we're headed. Could be Okay, wow. Miami trades the pick to Dallas. So this just becomes probably Caleb Downs, possibly, or does Miami just go Makai Lemon for a wide receiver? Um, there is a guard out there out of Penn State. I don't know. Monroe Freeling out of Georgia. Do they go for guard? If this happens, there's a real good chance we could land Caleb Downs. How fun would that be? All right, the Cowboys pick is in. I got some. Hold on, let's do this. We got some sound effects here we could do. All right, so the Cowboys pick is in. And we've got God, how bad is Jerry Jones going to screw this up? He trades with Miami. They just move up one spot, right? So whoever this is, they wanted bad, and they see Miami as an option of taking him. I hope it's Carson Beck. I really do, out of Miami. How funny would that be? It's kind of funny, actually. You used to see nothing but quarterbacks in the first round, and now it's just becoming a thing of the past. And I'm okay with it. It means we actually have guys evaluating these football teams in a better fashion. So now the Giants go out and get Arvell Reese and Francis Mayagu. That's a John Harbaugh type of draft right there. Top linebacker, top tackle, just doing what John Harbaugh does, right? Win in the trenches. So I think that's an excellent pick. Doesn't shock me either, ladies and gentlemen. What shocks me is what the Dallas Cowboys are going to do right now, because I personally think they're going to go defense, but there is a lot of offensive weapons still on the board. George Pickens was just franchise tagged not too long ago, or not too many hours ago. And it makes me wonder, how many more trades are we going to see in this draft? And I just keep thinking to myself, the longer this goes on, the closer we get to 17, the closer we have our options of Caleb Downs, which is still best player, probably one of the best players in this draft right now. Still shocked that he's off the board, or he hasn't been picked, but the Cowboys could ruin my hopes right now. All right, Hermdo says he'll be on in a little bit. He'll be on in a minute. Let's see what X has to say. They're not supposed to tip picks on here anymore, but I feel like once they go to commercial break, we're going to be getting some picks tipped on here. So let's see if we can get this pick leaked before it comes back from commercial. They're got this pretty sealed up pretty quick. Normally these picks would be on here. But I guess why they're at commercial. So we have you see a lot of mocks right now with Caleb Downs being flagged right over here to Dallas. This could be one of those ones where he's seriously, I feel like he's the best player in this draft. He's a once in a generational safety player. Apparently, when he's coming into draft rooms, he's rewriting the way that he's writing the playbook. He's basically out coaching the coaches. So this guy is cerebral on all levels. The more I see though that this play out, the more I see Brad's just going to stay put, because if we're sitting at 11 right now and we're at 17, you've seen two tackles fall off the board, but nothing to really write home about. David Bailey is really the only big edge rusher to come off the board, but again, very, how do I say this? Very vanilla first couple picks, right? Everybody knew Fernando Mendoza was going to go, that the commercials have already been shot for LinkedIn. David Bailey, no shock right there. Best pass rusher in the draft. Somebody that was desperately needed in New York. I wish Aaron Glenn the best of luck, but he's going to need a lot more than that. Jeremiah Love 3, he goes to the Cardinals from Notre Dame. You feel bad for this kid because they're comparing him to Gibbs and Bijan Robinson and all these other top tier quarterback or running backs, and that's just an awful franchise, right? Like there's nobody who's a real true Cardinals fan. They don't exist. Carnell Tate goes to Tennessee. Tennessee's kind of a mixed bag right now. We don't know. Cam Ward needs weapons. Completely understand that move. Although I feel like that team needs bigger players, bigger kind of impact players. You can get wide receivers. They're a dime a dozen. Carnell Tate is special. He is from Ohio State, the wide receiver university. However, you're going to see kind of probably some big open numbers and some meaningless games. Like I already said, Arvell Reese goes to the Giants. Phenomenal pick. Linebacker, no-brainer. Masur Delaney goes to LSU. The Kansas City Chiefs trade up with the Cleveland Browns. Sonny Styles goes to Washington. Another no-brainer. The fact that he's still there shocked me at 7. You got Jordan Tyson. This one was interesting. Arizona State wide receiver. Again, this is not a Sean Payton, New Orleans Saints. Spencer Fano goes to Utah, and I'm already understanding that Caleb Downs is going to be drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. So unfortunate. That's kind of the one playmaker that I thought I truly wanted to see in a Honolulu blue uniform. But, of course, Jerry Jones goes and gets this guy, and good for Caleb Downs. But boo for the Cowboys. Hooray, though, for Hermdo.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
What's going on, sir?
What's going on, man?
Nothing.
Oh, you're looking at a little bummed out about Spencer Fano getting taken, but you're just hanging out, just chilling out, old school. All right.
Sorry, can you hear me? I hit the wrong button.
Yeah. No, I hear you just fine. Don't worry about it.
Perfect. All right, sorry.
Yeah, I was watching the Woodward's. Yeah. I'm checking Twitter. It's nothing about Mike Vrabel. I guess he cheated on his wife with some woman and fathered a child with her, and there's all this controversy now. It's all anybody can talk about. It's like super viral. It's insane. My glasses are fogging up because it's hot as balls in this house, so you can see my baby blues today. But
ooh, baby,
yeah, it's a bunch of crap about Mike Vrabel. I can't get any updates on what's going on here, but Spencer Fano off the board.
Caleb Downs off the board.
Caleb Downs, we didn't. Cowboys. They moved up for Downs. I figured they would. Yep. Not too big of a surprise down there. It's just one of those things. But oh lordy! But now we're at pick number 11, so we're closing in. A couple offensive tackles gone already, including Spencer Fano. Caden Proctor is still on the board. A couple other guys still on the board we were talking about.
So we got the Miami Dolphins. Hold on real quick. We got the
Oh, you got the sound. Beautiful.
You got to have the sound. So Miami Dolphins picks in. Obviously, they traded with the Cowboys. They're now at 12. Now, this is a team that had Caden Proctor mocked to them. We've already seen, like you said, a couple tackles off the board. Could you see Caden Proctor getting picked up here? I truly hope not. I
hope not, but yeah, we'll see. I mean, if he addresses the need on the team, I mean, Caden Proctor's a premier player. Definitely. Probably. I mean, he wasn't like a top 10 talent, but he's a guy that definitely can be a game changer on your offensive line. I think he'd be a hot commodity pretty much wherever he goes. I'm kind of hoping for like a Penei Sewell scenario where he just kind of falls magically in the Lions' laps, but that's yet to be seen. But I'm checking some draft boards here. I'm checking out some of this stuff. I'm watching some streams. I got a bunch of windows open. You'll have to forgive me, but
You need to be just focused on this, sir. Don't you're unforgiven. But
sorry.
The more this continues to happen, the more the whole conversation of trading down just kind of is eliminated, right? So I think really back here, if you're a Brad Holmes in the first rounds making a trade kind of fella, it's going to be a trade back, sir.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. If they, if they lose out on Proctor somehow, I think, maybe they head back into the first round a little bit. We'll see what develops. But I don't know. Some other people, I saw some things on Facebook. Some people were mocking some defensive end to the Lions. One of the top 10 guys. I think it wasn't Spencer Fano. Yeah, Falk. It was him. They had him going to the Lions, and they had him on that front four.
Before you came on here, I kind of mentioned the fact that if there's going to be a run on tackles, like if Caden Proctor gets drafted here by the Dolphins, then you're going to see that happen. That's probably what you'll see.
Yeah,
and you just got to figure out.
That wouldn't surprise me
if you're going to be okay with it. That's all. God, they got some.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. They're still going to get a good player.
Oh, Hermdo.
Who's got stupid fans?
The Dolphins just drafted Caden Proctor.
Yes. Oh, fuck.
There you go.
Well, shit.
So there I'm telling you right now.
Goes.
They're picking Caden Proctor for offensive tackle for their number 12 pick, which means that wasn't our guy because Brad was not going to let our guy fall away from him, especially this quick. So with the Rams on the clock, the Rams are predicted to pick some type of wide receiver here. You have, from a best available standpoint, you still have an edge rusher in Reuben Bain Jr., Mekhi Lemon.
Reuben Baines. Yeah, that's another one.
Mekhi Lemon will probably go to the Rams real quick here right now, but you still have Monroe Freeling. You still have Ionia. Yep. You still have Jerome McCoy, the corner, Hakeem Mesidor, edge, Dylan Thiemann safety. So there's still some big names. And then, Keldrick Falk, he's there. So our boy Caleb Lomu.
Yeah.
Your boy Cassius Howell. The names are there, my friend. It's just going to be really interesting to see.
Okay.
And now I'm getting text messages right now. Now Adam's texting me, well, there goes that. Pivot to the end.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. I got hold on. Let me close some of this stuff here so I can focus. Yeah, I'm getting some messages. Some people, I'm getting
close
some
MySpace,
activity
dude, please.
Here and there. Yeah, close MySpace. Sorry. I was friends with Tom on there. I was talking with Tom, so yeah, we were talking about the My Chemical Romance concert. So things got a little crazy, but yeah, we'll see.
All right, Rams pick is already in. This is crazy how quick these picks are rolling, dude.
Yeah, we got. Some are saying it's Ty Simpson.
Get out of here.
Is that
the quarterback from Alabama?
Somebody said
that must be some
Glazer reported that.
Hitch level news.
Yeah, I don't. Hold on one second here.
There's no way.
Yeah, just
with all the talent
reported it. I don't know what the fuck.
With all the talent that's out there.
Okay. That's crazy.
Damn, I was pretty excited about Caden Proctor's chain, too, because that's a nasty chain he's got wrapped around his neck.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Damn, what the hell?
Okay. Well, I will say I'm a big follower of Charlie Campbell's mock draft, and he said that he thought the Miami Dolphins would get Caden Proctor, which is why we're going to pivot to Falk at defensive end. And I'm telling you, this guy every year gets it right for at least the Lions. Every year, this guy picks it right. So if we get Falk, defensive end, I'm going to be praising Charlie Campbell one more time. All right, Rams pick is in. They still haven't announced it. They're doing the pomp and circumstance with Proctor. They're interviewing him, asking him how it feels to go to Miami.
Yeah, Okay. Keldrick Falk. Oops. Edge rusher from Auburn. All SEC selection. We'll see. We'll see.
I love how it says "we'll see"
here.
in his write up too.
Yeah.
Oh, let's just hope the Bears draft a kicker.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
we can't rely on those guys
Bears
to screw up anymore now that Ben Johnson's there.
Yeah, I know Ben Johnson's taking care of business, unfortunately.
Ty Simpson looks way too happy on TV right now that he should be.
Yeah, they're just pretty much giving Matt Stafford the finger. You think they want to put some weapons around him, see if they can go for one more run. He had a hell of a season last season. I'm just like,
they're supposed to go all in on him too. I mean, this is the season. This is crazy. The last season with Stafford. Why would you even draft a quarterback? Why would you do that?
I don't get it. See, this sets up the Matt Stafford return to the Lions, obviously.
Yeah.
Matt Stafford comes back. Goff is his backup, his $50 million backup. And we run it back. And Megatron's going to come out of retirement. We're going back to 2010, baby. Hell yeah.
I love your optimism. Man, nobody's tipping picks. This is pissing me off. You know, usually every year you could get some website to tip picks off and figure out who this is, but they're holding this stuff under lock and key. Maybe we need to be friends with Pat McAfee or something.
Yeah.
I don't trust your Google. Sometimes your Google tells us stuff that I don't think exists in this universe.
My Google's goofy, man.
Oh my God, dude.
Brad Holmes.
I think you're right. Jay Glazer, Rams are drafting quarterback Ty Simpson with the 13th pick. Sean McVay actually told Matthew Stafford today on their decision and made it clear it's for whenever Stafford decides to move on. What the hell? Are you serious?
That's fucking insane. Number 12 overall pick? Are you kidding me? Or
Ty
13?
Simpson?
The guy's got no reps.
Wow, that is just not. Who else was going to take Ty Simpson? Did they really think he was going to fall out of the first round? I don't know.
If they took,
That's crazy, dude.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Wow, Ty Simpson. If this is true, and this is Jay Glazer's a little strange, but I don't know. I don't want to hit the button yet until I can validate that they did this. This is crazy. We'll wait for another commercial. Lord knows we need more of those.
I'm searching some stuff. I'm clicking around some names. Yeah, this guy Nolan Bianchi on Twitter. He hasn't made a tweet in like 6 minutes. It's like, come on, man. I'm Googling stuff. I'm trying to find. God damn it. Oh, something just fell down. Okay, we got the Detroit Lions posting a pic of Brad Holmes talking on a phone. So
interesting. Not to Ty Simpson, though. Yeah, that's for sure.
Not to Ty Simpson, no. Maybe to Keldrick Falk. Maybe to Vega Ione, what the fuck his name is?
Maybe to Baltimore saying, hey, let's trade. I don't know. It just, if you're going to go for a run, I don't know. I guess if you truly wanted a tackle and Caden Proctor goes and the run on tackles could happen, right? So after this, Baltimore, I think it's Tampa Bay, all teams that could take somebody of that caliber. All right, so we'll do this. We'll do this right now.
Yes.
All right, so the pick is in. And with the 13th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft, the Los Angeles Rams select Ty Simpson.
That's crazy.
That is just, I don't know who had Ty Simpson mocked to the Rams. This makes me instantly want to go back and see if anybody called this, because this is mind-blowing.
Yeah, I saw it. That's 5 minutes ago. I can't believe they're pulling the plug on the Stafford thing. I mean, they're not, but it's just like they're pretty much. I mean, Stafford's like nearing 40, so
Well, they're no. I mean, it's probably his last year, obviously, but
yeah, his last year. So they gotta still though.
did you have to do that? That is
I
crazy.
don't know.
Hermdo.
That is insane.
So now we have a couple picks. We have 3 picks ahead of us, right? So we have Baltimore at 14, Tampa Bay at 15, and who's there at 16? Oh, somebody traded for 16. Who is at 16? We still got Reuben Baines Jr. I mean, I feel like right now we could go edge rush. We could do it.
You know, it'd be funny because I was really pushing for an edge rusher in the first round before I fell in love with Caden Proctor. But that scenario could very well play out. They could value that position. It'd be kind of. I would be surprised because we discussed it. You know, Lions don't seem to value that position. They don't seem to give too much of a shit about DN. But besides, they got Hutch and pretty much whoever's bombing around practice that day. So, yeah, we'll see. Okay, well, Ravens are on the clock now.
Best available is still Reuben Bain Jr.
Yep.
You've got Mekhi Lemon. I don't think Baltimore needs a wide receiver. Kenyon Sadiq, Oregon tight end. Baltimore's a very tight end looking team. Monroe Freeling out there, a big name that was mocked to Detroit as a tackle.
That could happen. They've been in contact with Freeling, as far as I know.
They brought him in for a visit. Jerome McCoy, corner out of Tennessee, second best corner. Akeem Mesidor, Dylan Theinman.
Yeah.
McNeil Warren, Toledo safety. Now we're getting into corners and wide receivers. And then you skip right to Keldrick Falk. Caden McDaniel, defensive tackle from Ohio State. That's a Brad Holmes type move, but I would be kind of underwhelmed if we took a defensive tackle. Caleb Lomu's still out there from an offensive tackle standpoint, but those tackles, those power tackles, I mean, you lose Monroe Freeling and you might as well just completely steer the ship over to defensive end. And if Baltimore Ravens, who they say, okay, their pick is in, then this is it. This could be the telling sign right now, right? Because the Ty Simpson one bought us time, but damn, Baltimore, they don't mess their draft up, dude. They just don't. They always draft on the dot, on the money.
Oh yeah, there's going to be some surprises.
Well, I think Ty Simpson, I've said that more times than I've wanted to, is a big surprise.
Yes, you said that a lot.
But he was there, so clearly there was some desire for him.
I guess I'm not sure what the Rams are thinking right now, but I guess it's a look towards the future. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised they picked at that spot. I'm really kind of shocked at that. I did not nobody really expected it. And Glazer, he was talking about how something crazy is going to happen. I saw his Twitter feed. He's all, hinting at something coming down the pipe like that. So I guess that's like the biggest surprise of the night so far.
I would say that's probably the biggest surprise, unless we,
Yeah.
Unless our Lions, right? You know, our boy Brad Holmes does something spectacular. But let's see if Glazer's breaking any other news. I guess it was just the Rams news.
Yeah,
I see him going pick by pick.
This shit's really not refreshing for me. It's fucking around. Okay. Hold on.
I mean, okay, so the Ravens pick is in.
Okay.
I don't think they love talking about this pick more than anything.
Yeah. Ravens pick. Who will the Ravens pick? What are their biggest areas of need? I don't know. Do they need an offensive tackle?
The Ravens?
I should ask my buddy AJ. He's a big Ravens fan.
Why is he a big Ravens fan?
I don't know. He was from Ohio originally. Maybe he remembers the original team. I don't. Or maybe I don't remember. I don't fucking know.
He's got favorite memories of original team.
Yeah, maybe he remembers like the old Cleveland Browns or something, or
before the bus
I
came
don't
and
know.
moved him at midnight.
Yeah, good God. Well, here we go.
All right, so the Baltimore Ravens pick is in. Decrepit Roger Goodell comes up to the microphone with the 14th pick in the 2026 NFL Draft. The Baltimore Ravens select.
Olava Vega Ione.
There you go.
Yeah,
Guard
okay.
out of Penn State.
Okay.
So pressure's on. Another name you saw mocked to the Detroit Lions.
Yes.
The offensive linemen are continuing to run. The Bucks immediately are on the clock, and they immediately have their pick in. So,
Really? Oh, wow.
yeah, instantly. So these teams clearly know who they want now. The Bucks have quite a few needs, right? They have edge, corner, defensive tackle, linebacker, and tight end. And a best available is an edge, Reuben Baines Jr. from Miami. So this is where you could potentially see him go. They also have the 14th pick in the second round. But, I mean, you would think if that's their position of need, they immediately go and pick him up. The pick is in quickly. So you would think that's who it's going to be. They know him that bad. I've just never seen it. I know they reduced it to 8 minutes this year, but I've never seen a draft where the picks are just instant.
Yeah.
Right?
They must know immediately. Yeah.
Yeah, they clearly know who they want. So it kind of excites me. So let's see.
They got a running back. Yeah, they lost Mike Evans. They lost Jamel Dean. They lost Kendall Vildor. They lost Levante David, linebacker, cornerback, 2 cornerbacks. And they added a running back, Kenneth Gainwell, defensive lineman, Ashawn Robinson. And they added Alex Anzalone, our good buddy, friend of the show, Alex Anzalone.
Friend of the show. Thank you, Alex, for liking and subscribing.
Yep. I'm watching Pat McAfee and all these other guys just circle jerk for a while. So,
yeah, how's that working out?
I don't know. They got Dan Orlovsky gabbing about whatever.
God, they love giving him a hard time.
There's McAfee, the big meathead himself. Yeah. Nobody compares to the Detroit Fan Forum. Like and subscribe for more.
Exactly.
We'll be talking some shit. We'll be talking some shit. We'll be making fun of Pat McAfee's hair, how metrosexual he is.
All -7 people that are watching right now.
Yeah, -7. Wow, we're doing numbers, baby. Where's everybody? Come on to the Fan Forum. Watch us complain and bitch.
Yeah, Vincent, where are you at, bro?
Okay. Do.
Telling you, everybody's
baby.
watching
Come on,
Netflix.
Vincent. Come on, Hobby for Bobby. Where you guys at?
Everyone's watching what is it? Todd McShay on Netflix right now.
Everyone's fucking around. Nobody has time for Tom and Mark anymore.
0.
Should I take my shirt off and just start playing with my boobs?
We did promise.
What should I
nudity.
do, Mark? Tell me. How do we get more viewers? Oh, yeah, we'll have nudity. I'm naked from the waist down here. Yep. Something about Dan Orlovsky pisses me off.
Why is that? Is that because he ran out of the back of the end zone?
I don't know. Probably. I'm still pissed at him for that. I know he's like one of the most famous sports broadcasters now, but it's just like, that's a mark of shame. He shouldn't be allowed to talk about football.
It's true.
You know, it just bothers me. It bothers
guys,
me.
he was getting
he's handsome
for
and rich,
coaching
and I'm
jobs.
Yeah, kind of crazy. Crazy how some of these guys. Oh, they got Bill Cowher on the show too. I remember that. You know, I remember the Steelers Super Bowl in Detroit.
Oh God, that was so scripted.
Oh my Lord, Matt Hasselbeck. Oh, here we go. All
right. So with the 15th pick in the 2026 draft, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers draft Miami defensive end Reuben Baines Jr. So pretty simple, pretty easy.
Oh,
that one
shit.
made a lot of sense. He is best available.
Yeah.
A lot of mocks didn't even have him going this far. So Tampa Bay is very excited to pick him up, and he picks a big. He's going to fill a big hole. I think he's no question about him. Everyone's high on him. So now it really sets things off to say, where do we go here? And you've got Monroe Freeling as your.
We got Blake Miller.
Yeah, Blake Miller. That's another name I saw around. But I'm not really sure.
Kildrick Falk. We got. Yeah. If I'm Brad Holmes, I'm calling Baltimore right now about a trade up. Well, that's a little too late. All this was from like 17 minutes ago. Shit.
What is that? Jay Glazer again?
No, it's some guy named Mike Payton. He's a local guy.
Okay.
I'm also looking at Pride of Detroit. That's like.
I don't think we need to do much. We have the New York Jets picking ahead of us. So.
We got Dylan Theineman and Kenyon Sadiq.
Yep. And you've got.
That'd be funny if he picked up one of them.
You know, I could see them picking up Dylan Theineman, or I could see him picking up Malik Lemon too.
That's entirely possible.
Or Mekhi Lemon, sorry.
Nothing would surprise me.
But yeah, I mean, it's the Jets, right? So that was a no-brainer with David Bailey.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Reuben Baines Jr. gone. That's off the clock. I don't think this Kenyon Sadiq tight end is going to entice anybody, but maybe the Panthers. Or you never know. You never know. Could definitely see us trading back. But it'll also tell you how quick, when New York gets back on the clock, how quick the Jets make the pick, right? Because Tampa Bay was instant.
Oh, yeah. That was immediate. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know who they would address. I don't know if I see them moving back in the draft or not. Wow. I don't know. I think I got a feeling it's going to be Freeling. I got a feeling because
you want to
talk about that. I think the Lions liked him. Or we'll see.
They're going to have.
I got a feeling it's going to be Monroe Freeling.
Well,
maybe he fits. Maybe he slots. I think he slots in better than. Oh, here we go.
We're getting ahead of ESPN, baby. The Jets draft with the 16th overall pick in the 2026 draft. The Jets draft Oregon tight end Kenyon Sadiq. What a draft. What a Jets move. They take a tight end.
Wow.
Yes. So a team that didn't record a single interception took a tight end immediately. So which puts the Lions on the clock now at 17, Hermdo. And I'm going to tell you right now.
Aaron Glenn. Jesus.
Well, if you're Aaron Glenn, you knew what you were getting into there with that shitty organization.
Yeah. Oh, my God. What do they expect him to do?
Mm-hmm.
Good God. All right. So we still got. What else we got here? Hold on.
I hate to say it. Mel Kiper might be right because we might be taking Monroe Freeling. He's the best offensive tackle on the board, but now you're if you don't do him, you're either dealing with safety, edge, or corner.
Yeah. We still got Mekhi Lemon on the board. We still got.
Oh God, that would just destroy Lions fans if they took Mekhi Lemon.
Yeah.
Lions fans would cry.
I think so. So they might cry regardless.
If you still have X pulled up, look up Aaron Wilson. He's an NFL guy. He seems to be extremely ahead of everything.
Wilson. Yeah, I appreciate the tip, man.
No problem. I just accidentally found him. It's the only way we can stay ahead of ESPN.
Yeah. Lions are on the clock now at 17th overall from 3 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. Scott, let me do the music.
It's going to be Monroe Freeling. I can feel it.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it really is. And
I think it is.
We're on the clock, so there's nothing stopping us but ourselves right now.
Yeah.
Now, it really makes you wonder, too. They're on the clock this long. Are they waiting for somebody to make a trade offer to them?
That's a good question.
Right? until I see this thing come right across my screen. I'm just gonna still think, what is Brad Holmes doing?
Yeah.
You know, shout out to us for putting all this time into doing this too. This season, this is the first year that we really covered the draft. I think, pretty good.
Okay, I'm looking at it. I'm watching the Woodward Sports guys, and they don't look too. They're just chilling right now. But
eating Jets pizza.
I got them muted right now. Yeah, they're eating Jets pizza. They got the helmet. They got the blue Kool-Aid. All the props. These guys in their props, but I don't know. They don't look too unhappy. So I know. Screw those guys. Screw Woodward Sports. I should be watching something else. I should be watching
us.
No, go ahead.
You should be inflating our numbers by watching the podcast on your phone while we're podcasting.
I know.
I like how Topps is getting these guys to sign all their cards.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Okay. Let's refreshing.
Yeah, this guy is killing me.
Okay.
He must be behind because on TV they still haven't even announced the Jets pick yet, so they're still doing the fanfare with Baines Jr.
Yeah.
God, Termdo, what if Mel Kiper was right? What if we're getting Monroe Freeling?
I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, I would too. That's Tate Ratlich's boy.
I'd be happy with that. I'd take that. Yeah.
I'm just glad we didn't take a tight end.
Yeah. That's for the later rounds.
Sam Laporta.
If you wind up trading Sam Laporta,
I was going to say that's the Sam Laporta trade that could happen. Hope it doesn't happen. Okay, here it is, Hermdo.
Okay, Monroe Freeling. Here we go.
With the 17th pick in the 2026 draft, the Detroit Lions select Clemson offensive tackle Blake Miller.
Oh, okay. All right. They did OT first round.
Yep. So they went offensive tackle, Clemson lineman Blake Miller.
All right.
Everybody has him slotted out to be a instant starter. 4 years at the position, solid as can be. If they described a player of his caliber as gritty as it gets. So I want to see and I want to hear already what Lions fans are thinking, right? Because so we go offensive tackle. It's not Caden Proctor. It's Blake Miller. It's not crazy. It's probably the right pick.
No.
The right pedigree, the right style, the right position. Brad Holmes went out and clearly got his
happy.
guy.
You know what? He got his guy. This is what they liked. You know, he's a durable guy. He set the Clemson school record with 54 consecutive starts every single game of his 4-year career and over 3,700 snaps. He was a standout high school wrestler. It shows in his leverage. He understands how to use defenders' weight against them and is rarely bull rushed into a quarterback's lap. He reportedly only missed 2 practices in 4 years of college football. That level of availability and mental toughness is exactly what Brad Holmes targets. Yeah, especially because our guys are always getting hurt. 20 guys on the freaking IL a couple years ago. He's 6'6", 317 pounds, bench press 32 reps, second among all offensive linemen in the 2026 Combine. PFF grades, 81.6 pass block grade, 33rd in NCAA. He's allowed only 2 sacks and over 800 snaps last season. While he's big, he's surprisingly fluid. His 20-yard shuttle and 3 cone times at his pro day would have been ranked in the top 5 at the Combine for his position. He's hand fighting. He has heavy hands. Once he latches onto a defender's chest plate, the rep is usually over. He's played so much football, he's in the league recognizing stunts, twists, and delayed blitzes. He's rarely fooled by defensive games. He's a finisher as far as run blocking goes. He doesn't just shield defenders. He strains to put them on the ground. Pad level. His biggest flaw is that he occasionally plays with a high pad level because he's tall, 6'6". He can get caught standing too upright, which allows shorter, explosive edge rushers to get under his chin and leverage him backwards. So you got to watch that when he's, especially with space redirection. While he's faster in the straight line, he can struggle to mirror twitchy speed rushers who make sudden inside-outside moves. Does
he not look like he's related to Dan Campbell?
I didn't get a look at him yet.
Can you see the screen I'm sharing?
Wow.
He looks like
he looks like a Lions guy.
He looks like a bad guy in a 90s movie, Tom.
He does. He looks like he's going to steal the Three Ninjas like pizza or something or whatever those things were about.
Yep. He is.
Millennial callback there.
That was a great one. No, but like you just said, I mean, he looks like a Lions guy, but Blake Miller to the Lions.
He does.
That is a non-sexy pick, but that is exactly what we wanted with Penny moving over to left tackle.
Yeah.
Blake Miller's going to be your new right tackle. He's got the eye black. He's got the long hair. He eats meat raw. He has a pet tiger. He can define gravity. He's literally, you pair him next to Tate Ratledge and they just look like the Bash Brothers. Like, it's pretty gross, right?
Yeah. So, you got big mullet boy and Tate Ratledge, big country boy. And then you got the you got the 90s movie villain in Blake Miller.
Your boy.
They couldn't get Monroe Freeling. Too bad they couldn't get Caden Proctor. That was kind of a reach at number 12, but hey, whatever. What are you going to do about it? Well, but I like the Blake Miller pick.
Yeah, I do too. I was listening to, I think it was Daniel Jeremiah on my way home, and he talked about Blake Miller making the most sense for the Lions and it being the most Lions pick. And after looking at Caden Proctor, that's a very Miami guy with the gold teeth and the big chain. This is a Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes pick. He's consistent. He's a mauler. He's a big dude. He's nasty. Like I said, dude, he's a beast. So good pick.
He fits the mold.
Pick. He does.
Yeah. He fits the mold. We got to watch the pad level. We got to watch. Maybe he's not twitchy enough. That's what people liked about Monroe Freeling. He was a twitchy guy, but I think Blake Miller will adjust. I think he'll be a good partner to our close friend Tate Ratledge. I think he'll really improve this offensive line. You're going to have Penei Sewell moving over to the left side. That's okay. We figured that was going to happen anyway. But, I'm liking the pick. Solid pick. Nothing too special. But like we were talking about, like we were texting back and forth yesterday. I was at work, and it's just like Brad Holmes can't fuck around. He can't be doing any of this goofy shit. That's why I didn't think he was going to trade back. I thought he was going to take the best guy he could have taken at that position. I thought he was going to fill. We talked about defensive end. Turns out, I was getting all hyped up for Keldrick, but unfortunately it didn't happen. Or fortunately it didn't happen. I don't know. But, so pretty straightforward, high ceiling guy. They get the guy they wanted.
Just a straight Iron Man, dude.
Straight Iron Man. That's what they need. They need a tough guy. And the availability, that's a big plus for me, considering – sorry, I've been drinking White Claw all night. But that's a big plus for me because the durability is one of the Lions' biggest issues right now.
Yep.
We got guys getting hurt left and right. It was a huge issue last couple seasons. If this guy can keep up his availability, if he can be there every single game, that's worth it. That's worth everything. That's huge. That's worth the whole thing. That's worth the pick. That's worth the spot. That's worth everything, and that's going to be a lot worth it to an offensive line that does need some help. But I'm happy with the pick. I was kind of talking myself into Monroe Freeling, but
Well, and he's a traditional right tackle too, so it fits the spot. It fits the mold, right? And it's not Ty Simpson.
Yep. That's what So, Ty Simpson, biggest surprise of the draft. Not sure what the plan is for the Rams, but good luck to them. Pet Tigers talking ball. We get Ty Cobb's kid. There's Herb Welch. Good buddy Herb showing up 48 minutes into our show. Hey, fellas, did I miss the Korean girls and morphine bumps? No, those are still coming. That's Detroit Fan Forum Premium. You got to pay $10 a month to watch that. It's just secretly watching this in our car, drinking Mr. Pibb.
He is never secretly trying to get healthy. I can attest to that right now.
Oh Lord, his whole car is just covered in cigarette butts. You open the door with just cigarette butts come out. His ashtray is like full to overloading. He's driving a 1978 Pinto.
What do you think of the draft pick? It sucks. Why? He's good. He's a good right tackle. Never mind. Sorry, that was the opinion of the 14-year-old. I wanted to see what he had to say.
Yeah, your 14-year-old ball-knowing son. Okay.
Yeah. He said he sucks. He's ass. No 14-year-old wants to see any team draft an offensive tackle. It's a boring position.
No, it's not sexy, flashy. It's just it's a solid pick. I like it. I think it's the right move, but we'll see what happens, how he slots in. If he can pick up, if he does fit Dan Campbell's style, and we'll see what round 2 takes us. We'll see what happens then. We'll probably get some defensive end help then. But
well, you would think so, right?
I would hope. Yeah, I would definitely hope so. Maybe we'll get a tight end. Maybe we'll get a safety. Maybe Brad Holmes' head will crack open and a UFO will fly out. You never know on draft day. You never know. Maybe Dan Campbell's beard will catch fire. You never know. Maybe my beard will catch fire. Maybe I'll take my shirt off. Maybe I'll take my pants off. Maybe I'll run naked down the streets of Ferndale. Maybe I'll go to Hitch's house. You never know. You never know.
Yeah, I was gonna say go to Hitch's house. That'll get us some subscribers right there.
Hitch will shoot me. I'll be outside of his window dancing around his front lawn, and he will take out his Colt 45 and shoot me. I don't know. I'm just fucking around. Oh, here we go again.
All right, the Vikings are on the clock. The pick is in. They have drafted Caleb Banks, defensive tackle out of Florida. So good for the Vikings. They got rid of Jason Hargrove. They got rid of a couple of defensive tackles. I think that's a pretty solid pick, right? Puts the Panthers on the clock now. The Panthers are a team rising, right? So the Panthers, I think, are going to try to give as much protection as they could potentially get for their well, he's not a rookie quarterback anymore, but their somewhat frail quarterback who started to have a better season. So let's see. Their pick is already in, actually.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So the Panthers already have their pick in. They are drafting Georgia offensive tackle Monroe Freeling with the 19th pick overall.
Okay.
So
the
tackles continue to dwindle down, and the defensive edge guys, like we said, you get a tackle in the first round. The defensive end guys are going to fall right into the second round. You're going to get first-round talent falling into the second round, Hermdo. It's what happens every year. Yep. I'm excited about this.
Yes, sir.
Monroe Freeling is out. We're 2 picks ahead of ESPN. The Eagles are on the clock in our world. The Panthers' pick is still in on TV, so screw them. We got Hobby for Bobby. Yeah. We got Herb Welch. We have Hitch's smoking hand. We got it all, ladies and gentlemen, right? We got ourselves in big trouble last time we took our clothes off. Yes, Hobby for Bobby. That's exactly what happened, right? So we'll see. Maybe this is the year that we can get Hitch going back to filterless cigarettes. I think that's the best trajectory for him right now.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have to do something. We're gonna have to make up like we had Hobby for Bobby. We're gonna have to make out something like switch for Hitch. Like we got to get Hitch to switch to vaping or switch to taking Zins or switch to nicotine gum or something. Switch for Hitch 2026. We're gonna make shirts out of it.
Yep.
We're gonna get Hitch to stop smoking. We're gonna get him to make healthier choices. You know.
That would be a good one. Are we going to get
Mr. Pibb?
Are we going to get full UFO disclosure, or are we going to get Hitch to quit smoking cigarettes? That's the question. So,
I think little green men. I think a UFO, a flying saucer, will be on the White House lawn, and Donald Trump will be getting probed before Hitch stops smoking. So that's my opinion on that.
Damn.
That's my opinion on that.
Well, I think with the Eagles, we have a trade alert, right? Eagles acquire the 20th overall pick from the Cowboys and a 7th-round selection in exchange for the 23rd overall pick. 114 and 137th, right? So, I think we're seeing some movement here. And with the Cowboys having 2 picks in this draft, they already went out and got a safety in Caleb Downs, who's the best safety. Now everybody that you're seeing on here is, could it be Hakeem Mesidor? They want a pass rush, right?
Yeah.
Could it be you've got I don't think they're going to go out and get a corner, but it could be Jerome McCoy. This just seems like it's either going to be Mesidor or Keldrick Falk if the Cowboys are trading with the Eagles. To me, that's just kind of what it makes sense.
Okay, all the feeds I have. Hold on one second. Okay, yeah, that could be. There's lots of different scenarios that can play out here, depending on what the Eagles need here. I don't know what their biggest needs. Could be filled. They acquire the 20th overall pick for the Cowboys. We'll see. Yeah, they're on the clock right now. I'm not sure. But
yeah, we got edge, tight end, offensive tackle, linebacker, and safety.
Yeah.
So
they got Mekhi Lemon. They got Mekhi Lemon.
There you go. So
yep.
Look at you, Hermdo. See again, guys, we're ahead of everybody else out there.
Yep.
The Eagles draft USC wide receiver Mekhi Lemon. So hey, that's a safe pick. We don't want a wide receiver. Let another wide receiver fall off to a board from a dangerous team like the Eagles. Yep. The Eagles are already slated to trade A.J. Brown, apparently, to the Patriots. For some reason, everybody continues to act like that's already a done deal. So they go out and replace it. Right. So we have the Steelers up next with the 21st overall pick. Mind you, the Carolina Panthers are still selecting on TV. So welcome to the fan forum. We're leaking information.
Yeah.
We got insiders all over the place. Actually, we just found one good account on X that we're announcing. So,
yep.
So with the Steelers being on the board, their need is quarterback, offensive guard, offensive tackle, safety, and D tackle. Could you see them picking a Dylan Theinman here? That could be a potential right here. He's the best safety on the board. We know the Steelers love to have all-pro safeties.
I think that would be the safe pick, probably, getting a guy like Dylan Theinman to fill out that secondary. I think it's probably definitely a position of need for the guys. That's been kind of a lacking unit for them for a little while. But, nothing would really I think Theinman would fit that. We did a little profile on him earlier, like possibly could he have gone to the Lions, or would the Lions maybe pick him up? But I thought maybe he would have gone on the later rounds, but not the later rounds, but maybe a little bit later in the draft, like outside the top. I mean, he's going outside the top 20, but yeah, he could be a fit. We'll see. We'll see what happens there.
Still have Emmanuel McNeil Warren. He's a safety from Toledo. That could be a real Steelers pick. Small school, high performing guy. Again, lots of wide receivers out there. Keldrick Falk is still there. Cade McDonald is still there. Peter Woods, Caleb Lomu still there. Cassius Howell, Colton Hood.
Caleb Lomu, he's another guy. Cassius Howell, that's the guy I was looking at. I was talking about him a couple weeks ago when we were first starting to do the draft profile. That's a guy I like to the Lions, but I don't know. I thought he was going to fall that far, but the second round could be interesting. Very interesting.
A wise man once said, "We'll see."
Yes, I was that wise man. But yeah, Caleb Lomu's still on the board. I'm kind of surprised about that, but it's kind of a little bit surprising here. I also didn't see the speaking of Blake Miller. Since when did the Lions take the safe pick? Oh, there we go again. Here's the do.
Yep.
Here's the do.
Yep. He's here. I'm really interested. So, yeah, the safe pick, the gridiron guy, the guy who doesn't get injured, right? The non-Brad Holmes. I think that's the smart pick. And everybody thought Brad Holmes, the dude thought he was just going to melt it down. He was coming on here to bitch about something, but I don't know how you can bitch about that pick. I really don't.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't know. Some people just like to bitch. Some people they're angry and they're resentful, and they see happy Lions fans and they can't
like this one.
Stand it.
See happy Lions fans like me. So we have the Steelers now.
They see yes.
No, continue your statement, please. I knew this was going. He said he's not mad at it. Wow.
Okay.
That's surprising. Not mad at the safe pick. Okay. So we have usually a Brad Holmes hater who's given some love to the team, right? It makes the most sense. We've been screaming tackle, and there's your right tackle. It's almost just two plug and play. So they make the safe pick, they make the smart pick.
That's been the big thing. I mean, Yeah, works for me. Works for me. I think Jason's angrier about the pick than the do is.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, here he goes. He does this every time. When was the last Lions Super Bowl again? Okay, it's the draft. Give us some love.
Are we doing this again? Are we taking this out of the closet?
Have to.
Hasn't it been in the closet? Are we doing? Are you gonna do the SOL callback too? Are we doing the whole thing again? Man, can't we just move on?
Can't we just celebrate the draft?
We're gonna get the SOL stuff. We're gonna get the SOL stuff.
Yep.
Can't we just enjoy the draft?
Peaceful draft.
I'm defending this freaking team. Come on. I don't listen to that. I block that stuff out. I don't want to hear it, I don't want to hear it. Go back to your WrestleMania. I don't want to hear it. You big meanie.
Yeah,
big
he's still
jerk.
He's still mad Roman Reigns won. The Rock's
I don't know
cousin.
who Roman Reigns is. I don't watch wrestling, so
he's a big Samoan guy. That's all you need to know.
Okay. Those Samoans, those are some big fucking people, man.
Dude.
Goddamn. God bless the Samoans. They are large people. And they're good football players, too.
Dominating the NFL, dude.
Dominating.
All right, so the Steelers are still on the clock. They haven't made. They're literally running this clock down to the very last second.
I
can't believe we're actually catching up.
Draft is in Pittsburgh.
So what are they just?
They're probably
conceding?
planning escape routes just in case the fans revolt at their pick.
They can't take Ben Roethlisberger.
Yeah, I guess.
Every year.
Lord have mercy.
All right, so
good old Ben Roethlisberger. Oh boy, here we go.
Steelers pick is in. I'm not gonna say I'm too excited about this one. Hold on, let me warm it up. It's still not showing, but it said the pick is in. I still think this is safety. I don't know why. That's my opinion. My burner account on X is not giving me what I need it to give me. They are really holding the Steelers pick close to their chest. It is because they're in Pittsburgh. Is that the only team that's not dipping their picks to Aaron Wilson?
Possibly
Cover the NFL beat writer. I mean, for a while we were 2 picks ahead of everybody. Now we're back to being caught up. That's lame.
Yeah, I'm looking at Aaron Wilson right now.
Yeah, I want the advantage, dude.
And that's a real damn shame. Damn shame.
Well, there's no fun when you're not cheating. Come on now. And of course, the Steelers are. Who do they have?
Is Kenny Pickett still the quarterback in Pittsburgh?
I don't think they've officially re-signed Aaron Rodgers yet.
Wasn't Trubisky on that team for a while?
Yeah, he goes back and forth between them and Buffalo Bills every year. They just take turns using Mitch Trubisky. Is that Pauly Shore announcing
the Bears
pick?
picked him.
Oh no, that's the band Styx.
Fucking hey, what's up, Pittsburgherinos? Here comes the pick. That's my Pauly Shore impression.
The Weasel.
I don't know. What's going on, people? We got a pick coming up.
What's up, buddy? Dude, Son-in-Law is probably one of the best movies ever made.
What's up, buddy?
Jesus, here we
go. That's a funny
go.
movie. I like Jury Duty, too.
Look at this guy.
Jesus Christ. Give me the freaking pick.
Red Wings last cup 08, Tigers,
Is he talking
Pistons.
shit?
Oh, yeah, he's just naming all the Lions champions. 1957. Now him and Hobby for Bobby are arguing.
I know. I know what I mean. Why are you telling me things I know? I know the Lions have been dog shit for 60 years.
I was 3 years old in 84.
They might be dog shit again.
3 years old. You were 32 years old in 1984. Don't lie.
Me and Mark are both 19 years old. Me and Mark are both Zoomers.
Yeah.
You're unk. You're a chopped unk like
2010.
Yeah.
No.
Look at me. I'm 22 years old. I've been old enough to drink for a year.
Javi for Bobby
just got my driver's license.
2 years out from being born, so at least you were alive. It's true. I mean, we were not alive for the 84 Tigers, right? Hitch turned 50 in 1984. Yeah, that's true. God, they're dragging this Pittsburgh pick
It's Scarcella,
out.
92 years young. Jesus, Marion. Joseph.
Okay, here it is. Offensive tackle from Arizona State, Max Aichiro. I don't even know how you say his last name. He's that white dude from Arizona State. They drafted
I don't know.
that offensive tackle. They dragged that out for all that bullshit. Okay, the Chargers are on the clock now with pick 22.
Jesus Christ.
All that for a tackle.
Chargers.
Get out of here. Chargers need an offensive guard.
I think he might have been drafted.
Who? By what?
He might have been about the Lions. I don't remember. Who cares? Lions are.
Every tackle was mocked to the Lions at once. So we have guard, tackle, edge, wide receiver, and tight end for the Chargers. This is
Yep.
I don't even know who we have here.
One of Phillip Rivers' 9 kids is going to be making the pick.
Yeah, that's probably true. Poor Phillip Rivers, never won a title. Loved him.
Poor guy. With Antonio Gates and LaDainian Tomlinson, real shame.
Your next best available tackle is Caleb Lomu, and your guard is Chase. I can't even.
Yep.
Some offensive tackle from Texas A&M, but I mean now you're talking best player available is Akeem Mesidor or Dylan Thyman. You're looking at edge, safety, corner, wide receiver, and defensive tackle. So if you see a run on defensive tackles here, that kind of puts a flame into our. Well, it doesn't because you still have T.J. Parker and some other good high value guys in the second round.
Yep. I want to know what Barstool is saying. I want to know what my favorite Jew in the world, Dave Portnoy, is saying.
That's your favorite one?
Top Jew. He was my top Jew of 22.
I wonder if you're his top goyim.
Guy. My top goy. I'm his top goy boy. He gives me plenty of shekels.
All the shekels you could need.
All right. Here's Big Cat.
So I'm curious what Lions fans, what do you want us to do in the second round now that we are picked at offensive tackle? Put it in the comments. Let us know what you're thinking.
You tell us, Lions fans.
Is it just solid that we go defensive end, or is this where it opens things up? Or we'd start playing best player available in the second round?
Do the old Millen tactic, the old best player available. I think we should draft nothing but wide receivers. Really give Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jameson Williams something to light a fire under their asses. Yes,
something to compete for.
Okay, I got some reaction here from Lions fans on Twitter about the Blake Miller pick. We have great, good, best pick. Freeling is a left tackle. Miller's a right tackle. Suing going the left tackle. Mm-hmm. Get that noodle arm motherfucker in the weight room. Great pick, though. I'm done with this garbage team. Never made a Super Bowl and never will. You fucking serious? It's
a lot of love.
This is a guy named Sam Laporta's Bulge. Okay.
He must go to school with Hobby for Bobby and Hitch a smoking hand.
Red Wings enjoyer. I kind of hate we didn't trade up for Bain, but I'll take it. Yep. Defense will be bottom 10 again, but at least Goff will be protected. Next pick better be edge. So
there you go.
Amazing. I called it Panay as the best left tackle in the game, playing right. Good. I wanted Ihan Kor, whatever the fuck his name is. If you're getting a tackle, I have to do it in the first. They get excited with Bain falling, though. Would have preferred Freeling. What are you going to do? I might have liked Freeling a little bit more myself, if I'm just being honest. But I don't know why I did that voice. But not a bad pick. Probably the smartest one for what was available. His durability. Love this pick. Watch every game because my dad worked at Clemson, and he is a stud. Okay.
Ooh, your dad worked at Clemson. Good for you.
His dad worked at Clemson. His dad is Dabo Sweeney. Dabo. Gonna hit the Dabo.
Gotta take a Dabo of my
guy's name.
He's getting pretty annoying.
Dude. I hate the name of these freaking coaches. Like Gloopdo freaking Smith. I don't know. But
that's a real coach's name. I want to know. I want to know all about that.
Gloopdo Smith from Arizona State. Okay. Let's see what Jim Costa has to say about the Detroit Lions. Jim Costa does the morning shows on 97.1 The Ticket. Been a big Blake Miller guy. 6'7", 320, moves well, 990 RAS. Durable, tough set school record, 54 consecutive starts. Loves football. He missed one practice in 4 years because he had wrist surgery. Team captain, wrestling background. Checks a ton of boxes. He's a big dude. I would not want to fuck with this guy.
All right, with the
the
22nd
Valley's on right now,
overall
too.
pick, the Chargers draft Hakeem Mesidor, defensive edge for Miami. So he's 25 years old, which basically he's one contract away from being too old to resign. So he goes to a team,
Yeah.
Brandon Staley-led defense, great fit. That's a high need.
Yep.
I think we thought a lot of teams were going to pick him up earlier, but I think this is a solid pick, great fit, great guy. Now they taunt Dallas, right? Dallas was kind of aimed to get a pass rusher. Dallas is now, once they've traded back with the Eagles, they're now on the clock. So now it is do what does Dallas do? Dylan Thiedman's the best player available on the board. Does Jerry Jones go out and complement one safety with the next? I doubt it. This could be Keldrick Fault right here. This could be Keldrick Fault gone if they're going pass rush, or you could see wide receiver.
Yeah, entirely possible.
Okay, so I unfortunately agree with the do on Jared Ivey and Gabe Jacas in the second round. That's who I had mocked, Illinois defensive end. So I'm still liking a lot of the talent that's fallen into the second round. This plays right into our hands.
Yeah. This looks good to me, man. And I think it's going to be a good second round.
Cowboys on the clock at 23, man. They're not immediately picking. So what do you think it's going to be?
You know what? I think like you said, we're going to see Falk here. I think this is where he moves.
Okay.
Entirely, we'll see. But I'm going to run. I got to take a quick leak. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Don't worry. Hermdo will return, and I will have more snippy things to say. So I'll be right back.
Return of Hermdo. Thank you, sir. All right. Well, Hermdo's gone. I'm going to have to entertain you all solo and by myself. So Cowboys on the clock, 23rd overall. We got lots of people in the chat. If you're not already liking and subscribing and you're here because you want to check out what the Lions just did, you're going to have to follow us more because we cover more than just the Lions. We're doing all Detroit sports. This is our first year going full on for the draft, though. So we decided we are going to come back on for the second round, the third round. You're going to see us. So make sure tomorrow night when you're watching the draft that you're watching us. We're going to be back. We're going to have lots of opinions. We've already made some of our opinions. And honestly, guys, this was such an easy first round for the Lions. Everybody really had us picking a tackle. There was about 5 guys that I think everybody would have been happy with if we got one of them. He checks all the boxes. He looks like Dan Campbell. He looks like he belongs in WrestleMania to do. So I'm sorry. He looks like he's a full force. Not really much to pick apart. It reminds me, and I said this is going to remind me of the Penei Sewell draft where you go, oh, yeah, love the pick. And there's really not much to chew on with that. There's not much to bitch about. There's not much to pontificate. It's just, okay, that's the position we need. He's probably just going to be plug and play as your everyday right tackle. So now, obviously, I love second round, the third round, and the fourth round. Fourth round is my absolute favorite. So we know the longer we get into the draft, the more Brad Holmes does Brad Holmes type things. And this is where I think we can expect to see him really get pretty creative. And I still think we're going to make that trade with the Montgomery pick. So they're claiming the Cowboys pick is in. I'm not going to hit that button until I know who the name is. I still think it's going to be Keldrick Falk. But hey, they have a multitude of need at corner, safety, linebacker. Could be Jerome McCoy, corner out of Tennessee. So you never know. They just took a safety. They could go corner. It's a Jerry Jones led team, guys. So What time is the second round? The second round, I believe it's 8:00 as well. If I can remember, of the NFL draft, it is 7:00 tomorrow. Sorry, so it'll be on an hour earlier because they do the second and the third round. So he says Tom's going to call Hitch, and you know what? Hitch won't answer because it's just what he does. He doesn't answer his phone. He doesn't answer text messages. He only writes letters. And he's got a beautiful penmanship too. All right, so, and I don't know, we're going to have to do this without Hermdo, but all right, so the Cowboys with the 23rd overall pick draft UCF edge Malachi Lawrence, all Big 12 selection. Okay, so they get their edge, but it's not the edge we thought it was going to be. It's not one of the edges we liked. So Cowboys take a very cowboy-like approach. We knew they were going edge. This is clearly who they like, not somebody who I really had mocked the Lions. So again, I think this just helps us now with the Browns being on the clock at the 21st overall pick. Let's expect them to do some Browns type stuff. Let's see if they get Carson back quarterback out of Miami. They need like 14 more quarterbacks on their roster. Let's see if we can make that happen. Hitch is a real dot matrix kind of guy. Brian Broles or Dolan. I think Dolan. Yeah, that would be a Dolan comment with dot matrix. I don't think Brian would have been so polite. We'll just leave it at that. Yeah, so Hitch still does have a fax machine. Hitch still does have a milkman. He pays a premium too for that as well. And like I said, I believe this year he's going to filterless cigarettes. So he's one of a kind. I think I can hear Hermdo creeping and crawling back into the mix. Not only did he pull a Hitch, but at least he did it off screen. Hitch has notoriously gone to the bathroom while the camera's still on him. So let's see.
Sorry about that. What's going on now? So
the Cowboys took an edge rusher, Malachi Lawrence.
Yes. Okay.
So small school kid out of UCF. Yeah. He was not on the draft board for us. So he's going to miss the second round. We're live at 8 p.m. tomorrow night. Come on, dude. You're really going to miss the second round?
Oh, dude. You boomer. You got to take your Metamucil.
Shame on you.
Bet down. How dare you?
Picks wrestling over the draft. He just messes wrestling. He does. You got to go check the show out. I'll tell you what. He makes more errors on that show than Hitch did on this show.
Makes more errors than I do. That's okay. When Hitch isn't fucking up, I will. Don't worry.
It's okay.
There'll always be somebody to fuck up on the fan forum.
We do have to ask you though. Ever since you've come on, you've improved the algorithm. I need you to start destroying it. So start chain smoking on screen so that all of our videos get flagged and marked for being inappropriate. Please.
I will smoke.
You could do that.
I will smoke 6 cigarettes at once. I will drink 5 o'clock vodka. Straight out of the bottle. I'll get one of those big handles from the liquor store down the street. You will watch me give myself cirrhosis of the liver, lung cancer. I think if Hitch stopped smoking, he'd probably die of lung cancer in a week. But I can be.
He's got so much smoke in his lungs that the cancer has no time to build up. It's like his only defense mechanism.
Yeah, the tar is eating the cancer as we speak.
It fights it together. But, it's like the movie Speed. He has to maintain a whole comfort level of chain smoking 2 packs of cigarette an hour just to stay alive. Any less or any more, and he's done.
Yes. I wonder how many packs he smoked tonight already in his garage. You open the door, just a big cloud of smoke.
Easily 3.
A bunch of empty beer cans pile out. Easily.
You know, it's time we call
Lord
the city
have
a
mercy.
gross point on that garage. I'm sure something's not up to code in there.
Yeah. We're going to call the homeowners association. We're going to go to Hitch's house and paint it purple and piss off the homeowners association.
Jesus
That would be, I think that would be good. Hitch ditching the podcast.
He broadcast from a potato in Saddam's old hideout.
Broadcast from a potato.
Hey, if you were to tune into a couple episodes, you would think he was in an Iraqi prison. The way that screen looked, all dirty.
Yeah, exactly. You would think he was in Abu Ghraib. You would think he was in Abu Ghraib. You know, you would think he was getting his wiener laughed at by a bunch of Marines or something. But oh Jesus.
Oh, that's just great. They're just pointing and laughing.
Did I take it too far?
No. Not one.
They got a girl going like
not one bit.
Lord.
It's what's deserved. That's what happens when you bail on us for a year. We trash you on YouTube to the viewership of 7 people.
Yeah.
Oh.
DDW NFL. Okay. Whatever. I think Roger Goodell would have an issue with you saying that, sir.
He would.
Okay. Just so you know.
Just
so you know. Close personal friend of the show, the great in the history of sports, Roger Goodell.
Yeah. I'm still pissed that Roger didn't tip me off about
Dan
that. Dan
Campbell talking to Dan Miller, a couple of Dans, Gavin. Yeah, what the hell, man?
Thanks for joining us, sir.
I was having some Moscato with him last night, and he didn't mention it to me.
He does like his Moscato room temperature, too. It's strange.
Do.
All right, so the Browns are on the clock.
He does. It's very odd.
With pick 24.
The Browns.
We've got... I didn't even know this was a name. Wide receiver, Casey Concepcion. Did you hear that? I hope you heard
Casey Concepcion?
I agree.
I did not.
That's a wasted pick. Jason said Cleveland sucks. Jason screamed down the stairs. I never heard. Cleveland sucks dick.
Yeah. Jason is correct. Jason is very right about that.
He's
a bright young man.
He needs to come down here and give us his opinion.
That's funny. Damn. Yeah.
He said, "No, I'm good."
Oh, geez.
He's too famous. He is.
You don't want to argue with the do and hobby for Bobby. Yeah. DDW was left scripted to the NFL. Okay.
Listen,
you got us there. dude.
Carlson Tucker would fail to agree.
Carlson Tucker.
Mm-hmm. He knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
He knows.
That's funny.
It's he knows exactly who.
I was good old Tucker Carlson or whatever.
So the Browns draft a wide receiver who looks like he's having his draft party at a looks like that's at a Red Roof Inn or a Red Robins. It's hard to tell, one or the other.
Okay. Red Robin, something red.
It's something red. You can definitely see the leaning tower of onion rings there. Some of these guys, man, their draft parties are just laughable.
They're bizarre. They were playing Montez Sweat's draft party. It was weird. I don't know, man. Some of these people are strange dudes.
Yeah. I think it was, who was it? Joe Thomas, who was fishing with his dad when he got drafted. And that's the type of guy I like. So the Browns are the Bears are on the clock.
I like that. I like that. Spending some quality time with Dad.
Yeah, you do a little fishing. Screw the media.
Fuck
all right. Jesus Christ, Termdo.
Media.
So the Bears are on the clock. Who do you think they're picking? Safety, defensive tackle, edge, corner, and wide receiver.
I'm trying to think. Would they give Caleb Williams, metrosexual Caleb Williams, another weapon to throw to? Would they solidify? Oh, let's about to find out.
We're about to find out. They select safety Dylan Theinman from Oregon. Great pick.
Okay.
I
like
hate
that.
to say this, but I think that's a great pick for the Bears.
Yes.
It kills me to say that, but I think that's a great pick for the Bears. I'm just going to leave it right there in that. Now go back to Dis and Hitch again.
Yep. That's Ben Johnson for you.
Yeah,
Should have never let him go.
Yeah, he was gone. There was no doubt about that. I just still can't believe he went in the division, but we'll move on. We're going to beat them this year. I'm not worried about that. That will always be that will always be Dan Campbell's little brother.
I have a picture of Ben Johnson next to on my nightstand. He rented out the Hot and Now on Gratiot in Roseville when he got the call up from JV to varsity.
The only reason he got a call up from JV to varsity was to give another guy a ride to the game. That's about it. Outside of that, he's the only player in Lakeview High School history.
Hot and Now, good God,
to still smoke while the play was going on. So they fixated his helmet to have a cigarette holder.
He wouldn't have passed the drug test.
I don't think he got the right grades for it either.
he has a helmet with 2 beers on the side of it with the straws. Yeah. Hot and Now. That was like 10 burgers for $10. They were shitty burgers, but still 10 burgers for $10. I'm a fat guy. I'm going to eat that shit. So
there was a Hot and Now in Mount Pleasant that I absolutely loved. And every now and then when you were looking for like a good value meal, you could always count on that Hot and Now.
Yeah.
It was I think they closed it recently. Man, Mount Pleasant had a lot of good gems. Yeah,
that's too bad.
It's a good town.
That's too bad. Yeah, absolutely. Mount Pleasant's a very nice place. Very nice place.
So the Bills are on the clock, Hermdo, at the 26th overall, and the Texans trade up.
Okay, so we got
Texans trade up to the Bills pick, and they're on the clock in exchange for the 28th pick. So whoever we're looking right now, and the Bills must be going on a defensive tear because they're thinking, okay, the Texans. Who would the Texans want? Are they going corner? Are they going wide receiver? There's still quite a few good wide receivers on the board. Let's see what the Texans could even want, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. When
you're looking at best available, you're pretty much looking at Emmanuel McNeil Warren, safety out of Toledo, Avion Terrell, Clemson corner, Denzel Boston, wide receiver, Washington, Omar Cooper, Indiana wide receiver, your boy Keldrick Falk, Caden McDaniel, Peter Woods, Caleb Lomu. That's your top 10 right now. So,
okay.
Texans have a few glaring needs. They go up and make this trade with the Bills. So this is somebody they valued. Right?
Yes. Absolutely. So they're looking to move up a little bit. They're looking to make some noise. I think they're going to go defense. I think we might see. Yeah, I think we might see, or maybe a corner. I don't know. I think it's going to be defense. That's the vibe I'm getting. That's the vibe I'm getting.
That's a vibe you're throwing off, eh?
That's the vibe they're throwing off to me anyway. I'm just going on vibes. I have no actual information. I've done no research.
But you have no inside information. I've actually never. This is the first draft I've ever watched.
I was texting with Roger Goodell earlier. He told me it's going to be a defensive pick. So he didn't want to tell me what. He's a bit of a tease, that Roger. He's a silly boy. But that's okay.
He just texted me, new number, who's this? And that's all I got back from Roger Goodell.
Yeah.
Oh, back to the Bears, man. They made the right pick. They really did. You called him a little bit of a project player. He's definitely He's definitely a day one starter in my eyes, especially for a Bears team that lost quite a bit. They lost secondary, they lost safety, they lost corner,
Yeah.
they lost quite a few guys. So it'll be real interesting to see.
Yeah.
He's still a small piece into a bigger question of who they're going to replace, because
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they lost quite a bit of their defense. God, the Bears draft room looks real farty, though. Not going to lie. It's a pretty farty draft room.
That's a farty draft room. It smells like straight up dookie. It's okay. Oh, Chicago smells like straight up dookie. I visited Chicago. It's a big shit city. Shit everywhere. Shit people, shit sports teams. Just shit. A city of shit.
So we have the Texans draft 26th overall after a trade with the Bills. The Big Red, Kalen Rutledge, Georgia Tech guard. So the Texans get more protection for their quarterback. They get a guard, a position I'm not worried about. We've already solidified the offensive line spot. So,
yep.
I do worry about the Buffalo Bills. They're looking at pass rush. They're looking at options.
Yeah.
They're a team that drafts really well. They need wide receiver, edge, linebacker, guard, and corner. So obviously with them trading back, maybe they think our guy's still there, obviously. So wide receiver, you still have plenty of wide receivers on the board. You have your boy Keldrick Falk for edge. Watch them go scoop him up. He's probably your best pass rusher next to Cassius Howell and Zion Young. We all know how much Hobby for Bobby loves Zionism. It's just all right there. There's nothing we can say about it.
He is best friends with Netanyahu.
Yes, he is.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. We got there's quite a bit of trades. There are quite a bit of trades here. I'm actually pretty impressed.
Yeah.
I thought we'd see more later on, but
it's an action-packed draft.
Yeah, there's blood everywhere.
Oh yeah, good stuff.
So now we're looking at just a handful left of picks, right?
Yeah. Okay, who was I looking at? Hold on. Do. All right.
How you liking that playoff hockey?
Dude. Yes. We're playing the waiting game. And my screen is buffering. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
You're one big buffering bitch.
My one big buffering bitch. I'm sorry. I've let the stream down. I'm sorry.
We're losing subscribers as we
accept my punishment. Mark is going to come to my house and whip me with the cat o' nine tails for my insolence and my insubordination. Very sorry about this. Okay.
Again, we're ahead of this. We're ahead of this draft on TV, which is super nice. I just think to myself, still seeing these corners drop, still seeing these edge rushers drop in the second round. It's going to be interesting. I'm still not convinced we love Terrion Arnold, Hermdo. I'm not.
Terrion Arnold, yeah. I think we might be looking for a replacement for him. I got some commentary, just some stuff on Twitter finally loaded up for me. Some people are saying the Bears are going to be the best team in the division next year. They're saying the Lions' time is over, but they're saying Blake Miller was an average pick. I guess Texans took Rutledge. They needed an offensive lineman. They got one. I think we already discussed that, but I'm all mixed up here.
No, we're not the only ones that didn't get the Ty Simpson's pick. Your boy Mike Valenti's pissed about it too.
Oh, haha. Suck
Right?
it, Valeni.
Suck it,
You
Valeni.
jerk. You big Italian jerk. People should be watching the fan.
Yeah, not that greaseball.
Take a walk. Bears pick Dylan Dynaman. Okay. Okay.
How did this happen?
Damn, was it 10:37 already?
Now we got Miami on the board.
Miami. Let's see. What are Miami's biggest needs? Who do they
Wide
lose?
receiver,
They lost
corner,
their quarterback.
Edge, tight end,
yeah.
safety. Well, and then they gave Malik Willis a bag.
Yep. They did. They did. Oh, that's right. They did. Some people wanted the Lions to draft Malik Willis, but that was some crazy stuff back in the day. But
yeah, he came out of a super small school, big power arm.
Yeah, absolutely. People wanted to trade up and get him. They were like crazy about the guy, but that was in the days of who was our quarterback back then? Stafford was, but we wanted a replacement for Stafford. We did not like Stafford, but a lot of my friends.
What a shame,
like the guy, but what are you gonna do?
What a shame.
It really is a shame it didn't work out here. It really is a shame. That's just,
I pass his.
It's too bad.
His youth center every day on my way home from work. Just ugh.
Yeah.
God, you know who hates Kelly Stafford?
He's a good guy. It's too bad.
Get him.
Kelly Stafford is a C word. Kelly Stafford is a fucking idiot.
Yeah.
That's one thing Hitch and I agree on. That's one thing Hitch and I are in lockstep. We are simpatico on that. Kelly Stafford is a dumb bitch. I mean, I get you want to take up for your husband and stuff like that. Just like, enough, honey. Enough.
Yeah, enough.
I know she had a brain tumor and everything like that. And it's like, I know you had your challenges, baby, but you can keep your mouth shut. No one cares. Just squeeze out your fifth daughter and shut up. Nobody cares. Good for you. Look at Matt Stafford with his gorgeous wife and his 4 beautiful daughters. What a piece of shit.
God, she just gets weirder and weirder looking as she's supposed to age, and she doesn't. It's just that weird, like frozen.
Yeah, she probably got a bunch
of face.
She's got more plastic. Yeah, she looks like a GI Joe figure now. But I'm tired of her shit. She can
stem cell popsicles.
Yeah, ugh. She's got dead baby ghoul.
Oh, God.
Face.
So gross.
Oh Lord!
It's people like that just look like they're rotting from the inside.
Do. I know it's grody. It's grody. I don't like seeing it. Give me those natural beauties.
Give me that, baby. Give me that. Give me those natural beauties. So I think we took a natural beauty in the first round. I really did. I think I'm very.
You like the pick. You like the Blake Miller.
I do like the Blake Miller pick. I think it's the easy pick. It's the safe pick, but
yes,
big school, pro-ready offense, pro-ready school. That's what Brad Holmes loves. He loves the SEC schools. It's a Brad Holmes pick. It really is. And the more I look at him versus Caden Proctor, the more I think that Blake Miller is the clear favorite, and I can see why. So, like I said, he looks like he's a third, like a nephew of Dan Campbell already in some of those pictures.
Yeah, he's got that Lions look about
him.
He's got the Lions look about him, but
fierce.
We got some talk here. Some people are saying that if I wouldn't be shocked if the Bills take Jackus after Miami chooses. Could we go quarterback? We'll see. They're saying if here we go.
Well, the Dolphins with the 27th pick take cornerback Chris Johnson out of San Diego State. Okay, another name that I did not have mocked to the Lions. I'm okay with this. Good for you. Take Chris Johnson, small school.
That's
corners.
fine.
I'm okay with this one, right? He's 6 foot, 193 pounds.
Absolutely.
Good for you, brother. But you weren't somebody I had that I had in my
Yeah, good.
crosshairs. And unfortunately, Hermdale Buffalo's on the clock, and they've already made their pick. So whoever they like, man, I'm telling
Okay.
you. This is a team that scares me. They always take people that I want. So we'll see what the Buffalo Bills do
Yep.
here. Chuck just texted me. I hate the pick.
Number 28 is traded to Pats. It's saying there's a trade. Number 28 is traded to Pats.
Wow, the Bills just continue to trade and trade.
That's what some guy in a comment section is saying.
Ooh, well then that's got to be valid.
Yeah,
you're right.
I don't know what the logic
Buffalo
is
trades
here.
the pick to New England. New England Patriots are on the clock. I can't imagine they're going to be on the clock too long. I wonder if Blake
Tennessee
Miller,
cornerbacks are still available.
Yeah. I wonder if Blake Miller is whatchamacall related to Dan Miller.
Good question. There's Dan Campbell, Dan Miller, and now Blake Miller, the triumvirate, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit.
It's almost kind of like the two Darrens.
Yes.
Patriots pick is in.
Yes.
Somebody must have killed Aaron Wilson because he stopped tweeting.
They're saying it's Lomu, but I don't know yet.
It could be Lomu. Lomu would be the smart pick for the Patriots. They seem to be excited about.
Lions could have traded back 4 times by now and got 3 extra picks. Yeah. Fan was a right tackle. What are we doing here?
Everybody's going to say that.
What's going on? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I just can't people be chill and cool like we are?
Yeah.
Give it a Chris Johnson. Caleb Lomu from Utah. Offensive tackle. Some people had him mocked to the Lions. He is the Patriots guy right now. He's going to be protecting Drake May, who just had a Super Bowl appearance last year. Dynamic young quarterback. He's got some people watching his back now. Big offensive tackle from Utah, Caleb Lomu. Okay.
So that puts Kansas City Chiefs
that was the guy
on the clock.
The Lions, Yep.
We have wide receiver, edge, defensive tackle, tight end, and corner. This is Kansas City. They've already made a move up to get the corner that they wanted. I doubt they're taking a corner here. You would have your pick at quite a few still, I think, first-round caliber corners. You've got Jerome McCoy and Arvell Terrell. I don't think that's happening, though. So with their position of need being wide receiver, this is a good shot. Maybe Omar Cooper Jr. or Denzel Boston, wide receiver out of Washington. We'll see, though. As Tom always says, we'll
I think so.
See. So Kansas City's on the clock, thinking they take a wide receiver here.
We'll see. That's the thing. I think so too. I think, we'll see. We'll see what they do. Get Mahomes some extra help now. They missed the playoffs last year, surprising everybody. Unless you were like me and you hate Kansas City and you expected them to have a downfall. So,
no, the pick is in. Let's see.
Bills are now picking at 31. Do
you have any intel on who the Chiefs pick is?
Hold on 1 second. 7 picks in top 68. Bills are cooking right now. La 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 la. I want Brad to do that in a good draft year. Chiefs got the lane already, so what do they do now? Some people are saying, I'm hearing the name Omar Cooper Jr. being bandied about. Okay. Let me refresh. Still got Caleb Lomu on the board. All this stuff. Twitter's a fucking mess right now. I'm not even looking at Twitter anymore.
It's a disaster.
Okay.
There's blood everywhere.
It's an absolute close. Twitter is just dog shit. It's just dog shit. Okay.
There's blood everywhere.
If the Chiefs are smart, they'll take skill on defense.
Oh God, everyone's
Boring
texting me.
first
We could have
round.
traded back. We could have traded back. Feels like a reach.
Of course. Number 29 is Woods. Hang on. Not showing up yet on the official tracker. We got NFL.com. Oh, these are all the guys that are left.
Oh, best available.
I said Omar Cooper Jr. Okay. I'm taking a look at this. I'm not hearing any. Yeah, it's still EWM to KC. KC double dipping for McCoy. I get the feeling they may take a linebacker.
I still think they're going to take a wide receiver here.
Yeah, that one's, Who's still on the board?
You got McNeil Warren, Terrell corner. You got Boston and Cooper Jr. wide receiver. You got Keldrick Falk edge. You have a bevy of tackles to pick from. The edge pool just starts to pick up. Colton Hood, who's a corner that I really thought would go sooner. He's still out on the board.
I'm surprised Keldrick fell as far as he did, but that's just the nature of the game. Oh, Lordy.
What do they say? Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Taking their sweet. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I'm hating both right now.
I'd like to hate.
We're hating. We hate in this place. We're a couple of hateful guys. All right.
You got hate in your heart, let it out.
Oh, yeah.
You think any big fans from the Middle East are turning into the draft? Think the only issue is time zone. There might be more issues than just time zone in the Middle East.
It might be. They might be getting bombed right now. You never know. And when I say getting bombed, I'm not like drinking too much. I mean, like, they could be getting struck by missiles as we speak.
No golden dome for you.
Kansas City's still on the clock.
Nice to know Bahabi for Bobby didn't take his nighttime tea yet, and he's sticking with us.
He's sticking with us. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. We still got to waste it. It's been almost. I got to get up early tomorrow, but I don't care.
Yeah, likewise.
Yeah.
Only a couple more picks, sir.
Only a couple more. Here we go.
All right, so the Chiefs pick is in. Kansas City on the board makes their selection. We're about to find out who exactly it is. This is their second pick already. It's Peter Woods, sir. Defensive tackle, Clemson.
Peter Woods.
You were correct.
That's what I heard the rumblings of.
Oh, the rumbles
Peter Woods,
were right.
Clemson.
San Francisco remains. Yep, go ahead. Yes. Let's hear about Woods.
Oh, go ahead. Let's hear the pre-draft analysis. Woods can line up at edge or defensive tackle. Though the best fit is next level is playing inside. Though he has short arms, 31.25 inches. He plays with strong hands. Woods does a good job of reestablishing the line of scrimmage, affecting the pocket, and making an impact in the run game. Once in the backfield, he has shown the ability to move laterally to make plays. When lined outside, he does a good job setting the edge. As a pass rusher, he flashes upside with active hands. Got a mix of pass rush moves, though he could continue to develop his counter moves. Overall, Woods possesses traits to help him win when transitioning to the next level. Matt Miller's pro comp is Devontae Wyatt. So there we go.
Well, the San Francisco 49ers just traded their pick to the Jets, who are now picking 3 times in the first round. They're on the clock. I just saw
the little logo.
You would imagine that their pick is already in.
Yeah. They got David Bailey. They got the best edge in the draft, arguably. Then they got Kenyon Sadiq at tight end, which doesn't make much sense, but it's the Jets. Who will the Jets pick?
It's going to be a wide receiver.
Going to be a wide receiver.
I swear it's going to be a wide receiver here, boys and girls. I think the Jets are going to go all in on another wide receiver. They have a shitbag quarterback, and they're going to have to give him a wide receiver. So we'll see. I think that's just who they pick.
Yeah.
San Francisco clearly was not
Cooper.
taking a wide receiver. So,
yeah. I think it's either going to be Cooper Jr. or Boston. They got to go cornerback here. They absolutely have to.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the Jets. You never know.
It's true.
I wonder how drunk Aaron Glenn is right now. It's got to be a cornerback.
Sipping on lean and Hennessy.
Sipping on lean. He's sipping on that scissor. Remember that? Remember that back in 2003?
Of course I do. 3-6 Mafia.
Of course. 3-6 Mafia.
Bobby, ironically, just brought up. See you in Valhalla.
See you in Valhalla at pick 33, round 33. This means the Jets will have 6 first-round picks in 2 years. No more excuses. It's Cooper. They took Cooper.
Oh, it's Cooper Jr. Omar Cooper Jr., wide receiver out of Indiana. Okay, that one was an easy one to guess. The Jets are doing Jets things again. Whatever. Let them load up. Let them win the draft. Let all their fan bases get all excited.
Give more weapons to your shitty quarterback. Yeah.
Let them win 3 games. Here's another wide receiver. Another weapon that'll be requesting a trade.
Yep.
They didn't register a fucking interception all year last year, and they're taking whatever. Like you said, Buffalo Bills on the clock.
Players. 3 first-round picks, no secondary players at all. Incredible.
Well, I can see why Buffalo Buffalo doesn't even have
I think Bailey Zappi's going to have Bailey Zappi's going to have a breakout year next year, I think. I think Bailey Zappi's going to
You know what sucks? Bailey Zappi torched the Lions when he played him years ago.
He did.
He had a Matt Flynn-like game. Sad.
He did.
That's so sad. All right, so Buffalo's on the clock with the 31st pick.
Okay.
We have the lovely Keldrick Falk still on the board. We have couple corners, safety. I think they're going to do it. I think they're going to take Keldrick Falk. I think that's who they're picking up. This is going to be their This is going to be their answer to edge rush, and maybe we can get a TJ Parker in the second round.
People on YouTube are loving the Cooper pick.
Of course they are.
Okay. Are these people stupid or something?
Yeah, they are. They're stupid. Jets fans are stupid. They have problems.
Yeah.
Jets fans are. The Jets organization is worse than the Lions organization. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think that's safe to say now.
Yeah, that's safe to say.
I think that's safe to say. Your last good quarterback was fucking Mark Sanchez.
Chad Pennington.
Chad Pennington. Oh, geez. Good old.
He took him to.
Remember, good old Rex Ryan. Game. Yeah. They beat the Patriots in the playoffs with Mark Sanchez, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
If I'm not mistaken.
God, Mark Sanchez was such a butthead.
Oh, God. The butt fumble. Any success he had in the league just gets totally canceled out by the butt fumble. That's the only thing he's going to be remembered for.
Mm-hmm.
He had some good games, too. But
He did.
Oh, well.
He did.
I bet Buffalo wanted Cooper Jr. Bills traded again. Traded again. Holy shit. Hang on 1 second here. What's the deal?
They're saying the pick is in, though.
Is it? It says 31 is the Titans.
I was going to say, they said that the Titans are on the clock.
Yeah.
But that they're also saying the pick is in for the Titans. All right, so the Bills trade again for the Titans. Back. Continue to trade back. Buffalo Bills trade back pick. I would love to be in Wayne's brain right now with all these trades they're doing. Tennessee obviously wants another first round pick. I'm indifferent about this franchise. We'll see what they have. They've got some options. They need edge, wide receiver, guard, running back. You would think with a wide receiver just being taken, they already took a wide receiver in Tate. So the pick is in. Let's see who they do. Here's an edge rusher. This is also a team that has needed running back as well. So we'll see. Man, the Bills.
And the Jets what are fixed. Okay.
What are the compensation of the Bills getting for all these trades? This is interesting.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder what kind of value they graded some of these guys are at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I really do wonder. I really do wonder. Nick Lavati is so mad he's not getting drafted again. Oh, poor Nick. Poor Nick. Send him your condolences on Facebook. Tell Nick you love him. He needs to hear it right now.
Only on Facebook Marketplace, though. Just message him on Facebook Marketplace. That's it. It's the only way he responds.
Tell Hitch. Tell Hitch to empty out the ashtray in his 1981 Dodge Omni.
He still ashes in a cup, in an old coffee cup. I could see him.
Yeah. Oh, God. Lord.
All right, Tennessee Titans. Their pick is in.
Okay, let's see what we got.
It's Keldrick Falk, sir, defensive edge from Auburn.
Okay.
He is gone. He is a Titan. Your boy. Please text him. Page him right now. Page him 143. Let him know you love him.
I will.
Please.
Hi, Keldrick. Yep. Congrats, buddy. He's saying, who the fuck is this? No,
the pick is in. Michael isn't joining us because he's powerlifting grandmas at a Big Lots parking lot. Yes, he is. All right. Seattle Seahawks are on the clock with the 32nd pick. They have needed running back. Obviously, they lost their MVP, their Super Bowl MVP. Edge, corner, offensive tackle, wide receiver. There's a bevy of corners left. There's a bevy of wide receivers left. And really, when it comes down to running back, I feel like this would be a reach right here. But they have a pick in the second round, so I don't really see them reaching for a running back. So take your pick right now. Do you want a corner or do you want yourself a wide receiver? And that's probably where we're looking. Maybe Denzel, Boston, Washington. But when we're looking at best available, that's still who's best available that I could see Seattle taking.
I think it's going to be Boston. I got a feeling it's going to be Boston. I think, he'll slot in there. I think he'd probably be a pretty good pick, a good fit for the Hawks as they go forward. You
also have corners dropping.
We'll see, though.
Right? Colton Hood.
Corners are dropping.
Looking out of the first round. Corners are dropping out of the first round. Haven't seen too many traditional linebackers being taken. We've got some edge rushers dropping now into the first round. A lot of linebackers, right? Jacob Rodriguez, CJ Allen.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Seahawks do need secondary help. We got corners dropping. So let's see what they do here.
Or they could trade this pick with the Jets, and the Jets could go get another first rounder.
Yeah, they could get another. They could get a slot receiver or
how about they get another tight end?
Or another tight end. Get that tight end depth going. Wow.
No, just the way Keldrick Falk wears a hat, I'm actually glad we didn't draft him. We'll leave it at that.
Jets took 2 offensive players and no corner. Yeah, believe it or not.
Again, they didn't register 1 interception last year.
I know.
And they're out here drafting like Matt Millen. So, Aaron Glenn, man, what are you doing?
Man, if I'm Aaron Glenn, you just got to get the fuck out of there, man.
He's all but gone.
You just got to get the fuck out of there.
He's all but gone.
He's got to be getting the fuck out. They're going to give him. It's going to be like a revolving door, like in Las Vegas, like with the Raiders.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, it's just perpetual. It's just a perpetual poverty franchise now, like the Lions were.
It just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who they bring in there from a culture standpoint. They just can't fix it. Woody Johnson is just an awful owner.
Yeah, he's terrible. He's terrible.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what the team needs. He doesn't care.
Nope.
It's just the same. We went through it with William Clay Ford.
We did.
We know how that went. You bring this buddy. He had the boys club. He had his boy Millen. He had all those other dudes. For fucking 50 years of bullshit. They just don't care. They just
don't care. And now you have a Sheila Hampford ran team, which night and day, dude. Night and day.
Yeah.
Her and her boy Rod Woodson. Let's see. So it says the Seattle Seahawks their pick is in.
Okay. I'm not seeing it yet. Some people are saying, I don't know. Keldrick Fogg. Okay. Let me check this out.
The Seattle Seahawks pick the New York Jets. Yeah. I'm going to draft the entire team of the Jets.
Seahawks GM John Schneider told reporters this week that with Seattle entering this draft with only 4 picks, is the pick in?
The pick is in. Seattle's pick says they're in.
Okay. Because John Schneider was talking about trading back because they only got 4 picks this year.
Look at this. What did I say about running back?
Oh.
Seattle drafts Notre Dame running back Jadarian Price, 32nd overall. They're saying this dude, if Love wasn't there, he would be a unanimous top 10 pick. So Seahawks, again, dude, they draft amazing. They go out and get an instant replacement. And I think this is just plug and play. They go, all right, go away. We'll get a younger version of you. And that's exactly what they did. So good for the Seahawks. This is why they win Super Bowls. This is why they're an excellent franchise.
Yep.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Excellent pick.
No, that's position of need. They got a great value. 32nd pick overall. The guy, graded out just below Love. So definitely position of need. They filled it, took care of business. It's just like the Kenneth Walker, losing him, that stings, but you don't pay quarterbacks unless they're Jahmyr Gibbs. But we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens in the second round. I got a lot of talent falling into the second round, so that should be interesting to see. Like, who could I'm sure the Lions will probably address their defensive end needs, their edge rusher needs. I hope so anyway. But we got Blake Miller from Clemson.
Yep.
We got our guy.
Everybody's saying our line is just a big old country line, big old bunch of chunky white guys.
Big old country boys. You got the Christian Mahoganies. You got the Tate Ratledges. You got the Cade Mays. You got the Penei Sewell. You got all the big country, the big beefy country boys out there with their mullets, strumming their banjos, drinking their moonshine, dancing with their cousins. That's what you like to see. That's what you like to see.
Well, this is an ode back to in 2000 and what was that, 2023, when our offensive line was stout and young and healthy, and I just can't. I gotta calm all the haters down right now and tell everybody that this is what you were going to get out of this draft. The Lions weren't going to go out and make an aggressive trade. They're going to go out and plug right into that right tackle position.
Yep.
And for anybody that says they're having to move Penei had to move when he came to Detroit from left tackle to right tackle. He played left tackle in Oregon, and everybody said, well, what are you going to do? Take him out of his natural position and put him over at right tackle just for Taylor Decker. Well, now at the right time, they're moving Taylor Decker, or they're moving Penei right back into left tackle. You draft a replacement for Penei at right tackle. You went out. You got Cade Mays as your center, Tate Ratledge as one of your guards, rotating centers, Christian Mahogany, plus a couple other depth players that we signed. And, really when it comes down to it, there's only really, I think, 2 positions that are open that aren't filled by starters. And that's, excuse me, right tackle.
Yep.
And the complimentary edge rusher to Hutch. So, everybody outside of that, guys, we're drafting for depth. We're drafting for position battles. So look for a second round loaded with pass rushers with still first round grades, right? Look for a second round where if Brad Holmes sees one of his guys, look for that 50 pick to go down, right? Look for him to throw in that Montgomery pick and say, I want to go down and go grab somebody. So if he's going to trade, it's going to be any more into the second round. which will be back
Yep.
tomorrow at 7:00. The draft will be kicking out. We'll be back live. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notification so you get an alert when we do go live. And yeah, I just want to thank everybody for joining us. Thank Hobby for Bobby, Hitch a Smoking Hand, The Do, Roger Goodell, both Dick York and Dick Sargent. Who else? Dick Van Dyke. Everybody named Dick. And yeah, we've had a lot of great moments here that I'll cherish forever. Hermdo, what do you got?
Thanks everybody for watching. Really appreciate all the guys showing up in the chat. I'm excited to see what Lions could be. It's going to be a very by the numbers draft, as we suggested before, as me and Mark discussed. But these are not sexy picks, but that's okay. I don't want to take any big swings right now. This is a draft for need. This is a draft. We know what the holes are. Brad Holmes, the Blake Miller pick. Some people love it, some people hate it. It seems to be mostly a positive pick. I'm getting good vibes from the guy. I think he'll be a good fit in Detroit. You got Penei Sewell moving back to his original left tackle position. You got a guy, an actual right tackle dude. I'd like to see what Penei looks like when he's playing his natural position. I think that'll add some extra dimensions to the offensive line. I like how this guy slots in. I think our offensive line, we lost, Decker. We lost, Ragnow and everything, but I feel a lot better right now. I'm feeling a lot better. It's just, like I said, just, paint by numbers. This is what had to happen. So, but yeah, I'm excited, for the next round. We're going to be live tomorrow. We're going to be talking football. We're going to be talking Lions. Maybe there'll be some more crazy surprises, but, as for right now, I'm happy. That's all I got, Mark. That's all I got. Like and subscribe to Detroit Fan Forum and all that good stuff.
And Dave Rayum for Penis President. Yes, thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Donald Dave Rayum. Like and subscribe, you fucks. Thank you,
Hermdo,
for Bobby.
We'll be back tomorrow, everybody. Thank you for sticking around, and God bless you. God bless me. God bless America. And thank you, Hitch, for not joining. It's a lot clearer when we can see the screen. Peace.
Yes.